over the tops. It's that time again, and so wanted to kick this off right out of the gate with the over the tops first, and then we'll roll into anniversaries because we have a good amount to celebrate there. The Difference Maker Award, and then lastly our Rockstar Parker for this month. So we will kick it off right away with Morgan Eulenhop from Kia Service. Morgan got a very nice 5-star review, as you can see, really lengthy one here. Basically, she's essentially saying that she felt so comfortable with him. She didn't feel any pressure, but she was so impressed with his knowledge on the Kias. And she went on to say, while working with the sales team at the McGrath Kia and Hyundai location, I always had the sense that they had my best interest in mind, and I would recommend working with them any day. That was from Nicole Sowerby. Awesome job, Morgan. Another Kia member, Travis Cave down in Kia Service. So he received a couple different nominations. I'll read one of them. Both were from customers. One was from Dave Justin. We have 3 Kias and he is great with service on all 3. He has a great sense of humor too. He answers all my questions and makes helpful suggestions. My wife, my daughter, and I are always treated respectfully. Whether things are good or bad, he is cool and calm. He is a professional. So awesome job, Travis Cave. Mason Schultz, Ford and Hyundai new car sales manager. Mason received a nomination by Mark Williams. Molly's 2018 Santa Fe was totaled in the storm. Our 4-stall garage has a total loss due to a 100-year-old cottonwood tree that fell just right to take out the whole garage. I called Gavin and he immediately hooked me up with Mason Schultz. He has been an absolute pleasure to work with from start to finish, extremely professional, hardworking, patient, and transparent. Not much more you can ask for. Absolutely fantastic. And again, patient. I lobbed a zillion questions his way and he worked his tail off to ensure that we got Molly the exact same Santa Fe she was after at every turn. Mason and your staff exceeded our and my expectations. He's a great listener and treated me as though I was his only customer. Molly did not have the pleasure of working with him. She was not feeling well and they suspected COVID, but the test was negative. So thankful for that. Spike did the finance piece and was also excellent to work with. Mason heard me say that Molly wasn't feeling well, so he set up with Spike so that I could take the paperwork home for her to sign and bring back, which I did. A++. Molly and I are very appreciative and so impressed. And speaking of trust, we also had an insurance check coming directly from your insurance company with Mason. And he said several times, don't worry about it, Jess is aware and we trust you. Wow, that means a lot. And there are so many other things I could mention. He was just awesome. Humble, thanks, appreciation, and kudos for Mason. I'm not sure if you have a VIP or Rockstar Award, but if you do, I nominate Mason for the month of September. So pretty impressive there. Way to take care of Mark and Molly. Great job, Mason. Quincy Niles down in our used car sales department. He was nominated by 2 customers. One was Tony Miller. Quincy, from beginning to end, was absolutely professional and helpful. He went above and beyond to find me the perfect vehicle. And then Jenny Dennis said, Quincy went above and beyond to find me a vehicle. I appreciate the work that he did. So great job, Quincy. Tyler Flores in our used car department, nominated by Mark Tate. I just want to let everyone know that I had a great experience shopping and purchasing a vehicle from McGrath Ford Hyundai Kia. I especially would like to thank Tyler Flores for making my experience very enjoyable. The first time I texted and talked to Tyler, I felt comfortable because I could tell that he truly wanted to help and understood my situation. He was very courteous, easy to talk to, and dedicated to make sure we understood the whole process every step of the way. I liked that he was upfront and thorough in explaining the details. Shopping for a vehicle is not high on my list of things to do, but Tyler definitely changed my view and made the experience very pleasant. Thanks again, Tyler. Great job, Flores. Barb Norton, our Ford Hyundai Kia receptionist. She received one from Christy Engel, who's over at our Chevy store. Barb is always willing to come to Chevy to help cover shifts when I'm in need of someone to cover for vacations, call-offs, or just short staff. She is amazing, and I appreciate her so much. Thank you. Awesome job, Barb. Team player all the way. And then last but not least was Spike Edwards. He also received one as well from that nomination that Mark Williams nominated Mason for. So again, awesome job with that customer. Great job all the way around. I know there's many, many more out there that we just maybe don't have documented, that you guys are continuing to exceed expectations and make a difference with our customers. We can see it in CSI numbers. They keep growing. They keep getting stronger. And so I can't thank you enough for making things special for customers when they purchase or service a vehicle here, and it keeps them coming back and very loyal. So thank you so much for that. We have some anniversaries here, and I'm going to give a shout out to some Coralville anniversaries as well. First one is Nathan Shelton, lot manager. He's been there 1 year. Zach Roberts, he has been there 3 years. And then Patrick Davis, he has been there 6 years. So congrats to those guys. And then as far as the Hiawatha campus goes, we have Andrew Rhodes. He's a service tech here. He's been here 1 year. Scott Carone, he's been here 2 years. Jesse Wolf, another service tech here. He's been here 3 years. Raymond Liu, he is our Kia sales director, been here 4 years. Ben Medberry, our parts counterman, he's been here 4 years. Brett Merck, our service advisor for Ford, has been here 6 years. And Brad Hartwig, parts counter as well. He has been with us for 8 years. So happy anniversary to you guys. Thank you so much for everything. We appreciate it. We will roll into our difference maker. And then last but not least, our Rockstar Parking. The difference maker went to Ryan Merrick. He's Marion Used Car Sales. Looks like he got a very, very big nomination here. So I'm going to try to hustle through it because there's a lot of good stuff. In 2019, my wife and I were in the market in Colorado for a low mileage 2 to 3 year old VW Touareg. We were looking for the elusive perfect car neither of us were willing to settle. We also wanted a great deal. Expanding the search, we went online nationwide. I found a sharp price point on a very clean looking contender at McGrath VW Marion, Iowa. I put a call into the dealership and I was soon talking with a polite and professional associate named Ryan. As an out-of-state buyer, I wanted a lot of pictures and from all angles. Ryan did just as I asked and sent me a dozen shots over the ensuing days. Over a 4 to 5 day period, Ryan was always accommodating, responsive, respectful, as was the team lead, Drew, who I also spoke with via phone. Happy with the car from the pictures and impressed with the professionalism of Ryan and Drew, I felt very comfortable making a deal with them on the phone. These guys made it too easy. I flew out to Iowa a couple of days later to see the car for myself and close the deal. These guys didn't drop the ball once. Ryan personally picked me up from the airport in Cedar Rapids and brought me back to the dealership. Top marks for sportsmanship. When we pulled onto the lot, the freshly detailed Touareg was strategically parked, glistening in the sun. Closer inspection revealed that the car was truly mint and had been carefully detailed inside and out. Shout out to the detail department. Ryan and I went for a road test in town and on the highway. We chatted with local news in Marion, my time in the Army, and a little college football. It was just a pleasant experience overall. Ryan showed a true eagerness to make sure all of my questions were answered, even those he couldn't answer himself. When I had some questions about maintenance issues, Ryan immediately brought out his colleague from the service department to answer all my questions. I forget the gentleman's name, but I know he was in the U.S. 10th Mountain Division. We had our financing lined up from back in Colorado, and Jordan from the business department made it so easy to complete the transaction. No hard sells to switch us to in-house financing. I chose to drive the car back to Colorado to put it through its paces, and the dealership gave me assurances that they had my back if any mechanical issues arose on my way home. I wanted to let things run its course a while before leaving a review to make sure that there were no snags in the aftermath. I'm outside of the U.S. for extended periods, so the review is perhaps a bit more delayed than I intended, but it's just as well. I can report that it has been almost a year, 11 months, and our family has put 17,000 miles on the car. I can tell you we love driving it. We haven't had a single problem with it. This car is awesome. The business office's paperwork was seamless too, arriving at our bank in Colorado in a timely fashion without any hitches or surprises. I had a great experience at McGrath Volkswagen Marion, and I recommend working with Ryan and Drew without hesitation to anyone in the market. They will certainly get a shot at our next purchase as well. Thanks, guys. All the best. Alex and Stephanie from Colorado. Wow. A year later, came to take the time to put a review up. Great, great job to those guys, and just a great example of how, yes, we sell in our market, but we sell all across the country. And so it's possible with diligence and professionalism like that. So hats off to Ryan and also Drew and also Jordan for all of that. Great job, guys. Last but not least, we have the Rockstar Parker. So it's going to be Morgan Uhlenhop. So he will get to park outside of the Ford service department along where the customer parking is. There's a spot there reserved for you, Morgan. And awesome job in September. I know I just feel like a broken record, keep repeating that every month, but there's a lot of records. There was a lot of personal bests. Just a ton of good stuff happened in September, and you can already see it's carrying into October. So again, thank you guys so much for just putting our heads down, working hard, making months, and having a lot of fun while we do it. Have an awesome October, and thanks again for everything.